we should just forerun in. Let's be honest. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's just do it. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to watch Hello Good Game, the best channel for Magic the Gathering arena content for beginners and free-to-play individuals alike. As always, we take a look at our deck list. We're going to break down the deck strategy, synergy tactics, all that good stuff, and then roll into our gameplay footage for the day, which is great. And then we're going to come full circle with our closing thoughts. If you find any value in this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and a comment down below. Getting right into it though, this is Mono Green Mutate. We've basically deduced to this because of Auspicious Starrix. We've been running Mutate decks all week, and I did not think Mono Green had enough juice to get the job done. It does. I think this is the best Mutate deck. No joke, you guys. This is great. So with that all being said, we're going to talk about the deck list. We have Umori the Collector as our companion. That means our whole deck consists of only creature cards, and spells you cast of the chosen type are one less to cast. So a reverse ramp or a cost reduction card, and it's a 4/5, so a pretty nice body nonetheless. Moving on to our 1-drops, 4 copies of Pelt Collector. He is a 1/1. Whenever another creature you control enters the battlefield or dies, if that creature's power is greater than Pelt Collector's, put a 1/1 counter on Pelt Collector. As long as Pelt Collector has 3 or more 1/1 counters on it, it has Trample. Moving on to our 2-drops, we have Essence Symbiote. This is a 2/2 with whenever a creature you control mutates, put a 1/1 counter on that creature, and you gain 2 life. 4 copies of Paradise Druid, a 2/1 with Hexproof. As long as it's untapped, you can tap it to add 1 mana of any color. 4 copies of Barkhide Troll. This is a new addition, and what really makes the deck shine. Barkhide Troll enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter on it, which is great. You can pay 1, remove a 1/1 counter from Barkhide Troll. It gains Hexproof until end of turn. That's even better. So it's a 2/2 for 2 coming into the field as a 3/3 with Hexproof, which you can remove a counter from to give it Hexproof. We're going to put more counters on it though with our Glowstone Recluse, meaning we can basically always have Hexproof on it, which is great. So Glowstone Recluse is our first 3-drop. It's a 2/3 with Reach, mutate for 4, so a little bit expensive. Whenever this creature mutates, put 2 1/1 counters on it. So that is amazing synergy with our Barkhide Troll, basically giving us 8 creatures with Hexproof, which is what this deck needs. 2 copies of Yorvo, Lord of Garenbreg, a 0/0 entering with 3 1/1 counters on it. Whenever another green creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on Yorvo. Then if that creature's power is greater than Yorvo's power, put another 1/1 counter on Yorvo. So that's really cool. Moving on to our 4-drops, 3 copies of Gemrazor or Angus Armored Killer, a 4/4 with Reach and Trample, mutates for 3. Whenever this creature mutates, destroy target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. 3 copies of Migratory Greathorn, a 3/4, mutates for 3. Whenever this creature mutates, search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle your library. 2 copies of Nyla Keen-Eyed. This is a 5/6 with Indestructible. As long as your devotion to green is less than 5, Nyla isn't a creature, only an enchantment, and we can pay 3, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, put it into your hand. Otherwise, you may put it into your graveyard. 3 copies of Beast Whisperer, a 2/3. Whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card. Awesome. Auspicious Starrix, our first and only 5-drop, a 6/6 mutate, cost of 6. Whenever you mutate this creature, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile X permanent cards, where X is the number of times this creature has mutated. Put those permanent cards into the battlefield. What? Endrace Forerunner ×2. This is worth 8. It's a 7/7 with Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. When it enters the battlefield, other creatures you control get +2/+2 and gain Vigilance and Trample until the end of turn. That's incredible. That's so good. These spells are accompanied by 22 forests and 2 castle Garenbrigs, which we can tap for 5 to add 6 mana. So it's just like a little bit of extra ramp there for us. That's the deck list. Let's break down the strategy. It remains similar to all of the Mutate decks, obviously. We did touch on a couple of the new things, but let's flush them out and really discuss why they're great. Typically, we want to make sure we're mutating onto a creature with Hexproof. This makes it immune from single target removal, forcing them to use board wipes. We have things like Cry of the Carnarium, Deafening Clarion, Ritual of Soot, Shatter the Sky, Realm Cloaked Giant, Time Wipe. The only things we need to worry about are Time Wipe, Shatter the Sky, and Realm Cloaked Giant. Because when we mutate onto our Hexproof creatures, we're going to take them above 3, and we're going to take them above 3 as their mana cost, right? Because most of our mutate targets, our Migratory Greathorn, our Gemrazor, our Starrix, these are all 3+ mana cost, so they're getting rid of Ritual of Soot, and then Cry of the Carnarium doesn't hit them, Deafening Clarion doesn't hit them, so that's really, really good. So we just need to make sure we're mutating onto our creatures with Hexproof, in which case it's the Paradise Druid, just don't untap it, or the Barkhide Troll, which is really fun because you can tap it. This means a lot more aggro, you guys. You're no longer just like sitting there hoping they don't pull a Shatter of the Sky while you try to mutate to infinity and beyond. Now you can do that while attacking if you're lucky enough to get your Barkhide Troll out. So that's really, really powerful here. The biggest thing is keeping a 1/1 counter on it, which shouldn't be hard, especially with our Glowstone Recluse. You should be able to find that, and really, I would only use it as a trigger for our Starrix if we didn't have our Troll, right? Like you could put that on any Starrix that was on anything just for the trigger because Starrix is broken. But I would try to prioritize your Recluse onto your Troll just to make a secondary creature have Hexproof, right? That's going to basically, once it's on there, supply them with counters for the full game, which is cool because now you can attack and not just stay in defensive mode. Starrix plays things from our library, which is really cool. So we do have things like Beast Whisperer, which is a draw engine. Hopefully this comes out from our library. If it's in our hand, it's still worth playing and skipping a mutate just because draw engines are what make the sustainability within this deck really happen, because without that, we can play our hand, get shattered, and that's the game, right? At least this way, we play our hand. We've drawn 3 cards maybe from this being on the field. He shatters. Now we still have a couple cards to work with. Nyla Keeneyed is a reverse ramp similar to Umori, which makes the deck even more powerful because you really want to trim those costs of the cards, play them, draw more, play them, draw more, and it's just kind of like that cycle where you ramp out. Really, really powerful like. And we can also, if we top deck and we're bricking, we can use her ability for 3 to try to find another creature to help get us going again, right? Not to mention Indestructible. That's great, right? So I think overall, that's basically it. The Pelt Collector gets tokens on it as well. And remember that when we mutate onto a creature with counters or tokens, those tokens transfer to the new creature. So Pelt Collector is just a 1/1. Say he's a 5/5. That means he has 4 tokens on it. We mutate. Those 4 tokens go onto our new creature. So if we mutate a Starrix onto him, that Starrix is now a 10/10. So keep that in mind. It's a really fun way to just use explosive damage. With that all being said, you guys, I'm live on Twitch every single morning, 6 a.m. PST. I'd love your company. You can join our Discord if you have any questions about the deck, any concerns, maybe any pointers, constructive criticism, really anything that relates to the deck, the channel, Magic the Gathering, Arena in general. We have a community, over 1,000 people that are just at the ready to help you make sure you have a good experience. So that's great. Anything from tech problems to theory crafting, helping improve your deck, all those great things. And we have daily YouTube uploads as well. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you're notified of all of our future uploads. And then, of course, you can support us on Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube. I really recommend Patreon because then you're going to get the most out of your dollar, right? We've got a lot of goodies we're giving away on there. So check that out. And we just released our first merchandise. It's available in the Discord. Ask about that if you don't know about it yet. It's a pretty cool shirt. So enough of all of that garbage, right? Let's get into today's gameplay footage, and then we're going to come full circle with our closing thoughts. Again, you guys, thank you all for your continued investment in me through your time and attention. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we will catch you in a couple minutes. This sounds pretty cool, right? Playing with 1 color land. We've not done that in a while. Let's get that Pelt Collector out there, though. Pushing into our Druid, then our Barkhide Troll. Really? Luckily, we did go first, so we get to strike. Let's see where his second play goes. If he plays a Paradise Druid, no, he's gone Gruul into Robber. I'll trade with the Robber. No, I won't. Let's play our Troll. It's a 3/3. It shuts down the Robber. Let's keep trading damage. We don't want to fall behind. And he could have a Domri's Ambush, right? So we basically want to make sure we at least get some value. Because if we keep him to block, he Domri ambushes, we got no value. Keeping our Paradise Druid untapped, so she has Hexproof as well, because we're very reliant on mana right now and kind of bricking. Another Pelt Collector, that's fine. How hard is it to get land, you guys? Playing our Symbiote. No attacks here. Wow. Kind of want to push my Pelt Collector in, but we're going to make use of those 2 counters. Right? We're going to put our Gem Razor on him. Push it up to 6. I would love an enchantment on field here. I would even allow him to hit me with an Emberclave if I could destroy it the turn after. Another Robber. That's okay. Can't really get through is the thing. Right? He could have a Domri's Ambush. Let's get a land. Yeah! We're going to tap our Druid for our Umori. Just continuing to get as much mana available as we possibly can. No attacks. We're gaining a pretty good defense right now. Right? Pelt Collector's already at 4/4. A Hellkite. That's unpleasant, I'll admit. No haste, at least. We have a chance to get some reach going on. I say we just go right for it, though. Push our Pelt Collector up to 9. Uh-oh. And it goes to 10 here. If he wants to lose 4 creatures, so be it. A quadruple block. You would have seen it here first. If not, he's down to 5, and that's unpleasant. I would have liked to get your vote in first, but we're just being so greedy with the Auspicious Starrix. It's better to play 2 permanents a turn than 1, right? Or 3 or 4. That could have triggered him enough to leave. No, he's here. Down to 5. If only we had the life gain, right? I'm not sure Gruul can remove anything just willy-nilly like that, right? He has fight effects. Maybe he could deal 5 damage to something with a spell. But, oh my lord. We got Armageddon happening up there. But Gruul doesn't have a ton of destroy effects, for example. Like, it's mostly fight and then damage effects. He's going for draws here. A Great Horn would have been cool. A Pelt Collector, that's good for him, right? We still block. Right? I'd rather keep the life gain from the symbiote than the mana reduction of our Umori at this point, because it'll keep us alive, and we already have 5 mana, 6, 7 available through these if we tap them, but so that's okay. He didn't have any battle tactics that I can see. Putting his Great Horn on the Pelt Collector would be pretty smart, I think. Right? You can make it a 3/4 pull land. Your Hellkite could go to a 6/6. Or, actually, no, that wouldn't work. It has to go on Pelt Collector. Or just play it as a creature, right? Hellkite's the wrong option. It has to go underneath the Hellkite. Hand looks fine. It's a pretty greedy hand, but whatever. Let's get after it. Lures of the Dream Den into a Witch's Oven. Playing our Paradise Druid, we can't hold back a turn. We just need to go get in there and get it done. Corpse Knight is interesting. This is a janked up Aristocrats build. I'm into the Beast Whisperer, honestly. And I also don't mind trading for this Corpse Knight, just getting that out of the way. He's not into it, he really wants to keep it. It's part of his combo. And that allows us to juke in for a little bit of damage, and he's done 4 to himself as well. Lurrus isn't worth playing, nothing in the graveyard. Enforcer's good. Ghost Swarm is alright, that's supposed to go on your Lurrus. Let's go in. We get to draw. Pelt Collector goes up. No attacks. I'm not really into Death Touch so much. We'll deal with it eventually. Cruel Celebrant is good, right? We are going to need to make a move eventually. We don't want to get boxed up here. This is weird. Wow, nice. That's his whole hand. Incredible. We get to draw. It is also reverse ramp. Pelt Collector goes up because of it. And if we're going to outvalue him, we're going to have to do it in a spectacular fashion. Which means more draw, right? No attacks. For every turn we can just not interact with him, the less value his Lurrus gets. Right? So he's going to sack himself here. Which is actually pretty good. The Witch's Oven really ties all this together. That's pretty good damage as well. So maybe let's not adapt that principle. Maybe let's just go in and try to kill him. Because this is aggressive. Ooh. I mean, if we can get into our Forerunner, that would be great. Or find a Starrix. That's what it's all supposed to be about. Let's just push it. Thankfully, because of our chip damage earlier, we're able to smash in with Trample. And then we have Vigilance to keep defending after as well. So I think Mono Green might, if you can believe it or not, be the most viable mutate option for beginners. Like, that's a big hit, and we were in a really bad position. Okay, so it's not a good hand. Opponent goes first, we get to draw, and we could make it work. I like the fact that we have a draw engine. I love the fact that we have a Starrix. We couldn't find that last game for some reason. Wow, we get pretty lucky with a one drop there as well. Woof. So riding the mana curve always is one of the best principles to follow that's just going to lead you directly into wins. Are out with our Umori next turn. The Death Touch here is very upsetting to me, I'm going to be honest. No Lurrus as a companion doesn't mean that it's not in his main board, right? He could be running 4 copies of it instead of 1, so it's kind of like 8 cards in your draw hand, multiple copies of Lurrus. It's a weird situation to find yourselves in. Okay, this is also a pretty weird situation to find yourselves in. Umori comes out. At least if he kills Paradise Druid, we still have our Umori, right? So it's like it would replace the mana that he'll take, as long as he doesn't take it all. Right, if we see a Shatter here, it's going to be a tough game. Just a straight up Mortify. So when I see single target removal, it immediately makes me think that there's no sweepers. 1, 2, 3, 4. That could be 5. Let's get our draw engine out and force him to attack that. Okay, we have all creatures, so that's no bueno. No non-creature spells, and he should know that because we were running Umori the Collector as our companion, and he actually had that information. That's a mistake that I myself would typically make. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would be 6, but let's just play it safe, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I guess just stacking our mutate cost. No attacks. We want to keep both of those cards alive. He's down to 2, looking for a field wipe. Another Lockthwain, decent. An Ethereal Absolution doesn't destroy us. We're lucky there. We can start smashing out our field now, which is great. The Symbiote's pretty cool. Let's get another one of those out. We get another draw, which is pretty cool. No attacks because he does have Death Touch, right? So we're getting held up on that. Again, we've got a great field. Kaya's Wrath, though. That is the bummer of the situation. Into a Tithe Taker. That's his whole hand. We're still at 20 life. Let's get into it. Let's get rid of his Ethereal Absolution. Bye-bye. We have Reach as well. Sephira of the Scales is pretty cool, admittedly. We have 5, 6. Costs 1 less to cast. Do we just go right for it? I think we do. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does it need to be 7? No, 5. Let's get him. He can pay for Death Touch, right? And he has Afterlife too. So he gets to pick who he kills. He wants the Forerunner, which makes complete sense. That's a big hit though, Billy. We have a full hand here as well, which is really nice. Our Beast Whisperer was able to replenish that for us. Yorvo for Devotion. Let's mutate our Gem Razor. Just puts tokens on him and he has Trample. Right, we kill his Oath. And we still get a really nice hit in for the game winner. Mono green is tough. No joke. Good game. Hand's fine, but I'm not taking Forerunners or 2 Yarvos. There's no ramp in it. There's no 1-drop. At least in this situation, we can pretend, right, that we're going to top deck some cool stuff. Keep 6. Throwing a Starrix, which I know is weird, but we want to ride our curve up. I don't really want to toss a Whisperer. We've seen just how... Oh, can't get rid of this guy. You ever have like a magnetic attraction to cards in your deck? Alright, not going to attack. We know he's got Flash available. LOL. Risen Reef is a good example of how to just be generally oppressive at this game. The sad thing is, I'm sure he has Bounce, right? Brazen Borrower, as an example. That can really deal some damage to us. Especially when we're mutating, right? Without Hexproof, bad times, man. So the gentleman we just beat has come into our stream and he's pretty salty, which, I mean, doesn't really bother me. I'm just looking for my fun emotes. Because apparently I should have been Hello Good Gaming him during the match. I didn't even know. Oh, there they are. Right at the bottom. Anywho, we're playing. Let's get our Umori out in Plize? Of course, Right, there's not much to think of in mono green. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. And by golly, let's go for it. Spreading the value as much as possible. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Ah, he doesn't need to be banned. He can just make himself look silly. It's important for people to be able to get that anger out, right? We don't want him bottling it up. That's what's really hurtful. Feel better, bro. It's okay. It's a game. You'll win your next match, right? Pretend you're this guy. He's gonna beat me. Genesis Ultimatum. Wow! Awooga. Into an Earl. Could be worse. But look at the land he's got. Oh my lord. Just crazy stuff. No, nothing in his graveyard though, so at least that's not being replayed. We're sitting on 5, 6. So we're short of our Raise runner. And he crushes our Symbiote, which is fine, admittedly. I don't mind. So that's 6. I really want to draw. But at the same time, it's like, let's get going. Uno Lando. We get another Starrix. That's just fine. And forcing him to chump block or take just too much damage. 11's a little uncomfortable. All right, down to 8. And he's going to need a very good couple of cards in his hand to pull this off. Lord knows he has enough mana. Mutating. Plays a permanent from the top of his library. It's another Uro. Dirty Dog. Which is a draw engine, and life gain, which is sustainability, right? Just pulling out the stops. The good thing is that it goes away, right? The Bone Crusher Giant, that's fine. We have enough land for our Forerunner here, though. And, yeah. I'm sorry. This is what happened to Buddy, too. LOL. Right? I get really mad when this happens to me. I yell at my computer. I contemplate taking my mouse and throwing it. And then I also envision and pretend if I didn't have consequences, just pushing my monitors off my task. Right? Okay. That's a lot of land, right? We go first. It's so greedy of us to take this, it's not even funny. We've got a 1-drop though. How do you not do that? A 1-drop, a 2-drop, a 3-drop, a 4-drop. We're gonna play all over the place. We do not need more land, right? That's actually not good. Let's pull, you know, like Migratory Greathorn, our Starrix, something like this. That's what would be fun. Migratory Greathorn is still good, even though we have lots of land, just because it allows more land on the field each turn. This is going to be bad. We're lucky enough to have double Razors, right? Yeah, we'll put it on Paradise Druid because we don't really care about it so much. And we'll kill his Elfsed, which kills all that glitters as well, right? 2 birds with 1 stone. And that's something he's going to continuously have to deal with, which is quite sad. Into another Life's Bounty. He needs to hold that for protection, right? He needs to incorporate the sacrifice effect. Let's get our draw force out first. And then because I have a second Gem Razor, I tap this one. I don't care about the Hexproof. Let's go. Right, he's already down to 9. Does he have Raise the Alarm? What's the priority held up on? Okay, Sentinel's Mark. Flash enchantment. A little bit of life gain there. Vigilance, that's cool too. Don't care. Hit me harder, bruh. It's too bad all that glitters didn't have flash. That would be fun. The draw is so cool off Beast Whisperer. Oh, he's got protection for it. I think I didn't target it yet, though, did I? So, he has... I don't know if the enchantments on it have Hexproof is the thing. Right? Can we still target these things? Yeah. +1/+1. Vigilance. +1/+2 Vigilance. We should have double grazed it, I guess, and then we could have got both of them. That would have been cool. There's no way he blocks a Beast Whisperer, so we go in. He does gain 4 life, though. That's a misplay of mine. Because he should block the Beast Whisperer. That's 100% what he should do. Takes 10 damage, but he gains 4 life back and gets a removal. Oh my god. Okay, this is good. At least it trades. At least we trade. Oh no, it's got protection, not just hexproof. Oh, I should read cards. Someone yelled at me for that in the comments the other day. That's the power of playing with off-meta cards, is people like myself just we're in straight go mode. If it's not being played every day, we don't know what it is. Get out of here. It's not incorporated into our processes. Please tap yourself. Oh, he's got vigilance though, doesn't he? No more Vigi, so that's nice. We still have the draw engine, so that's really good. Umori out. Hopefully we draw a land and we can double play. Get 2 more draws. Just more mana, right? Let's get that out there. Okay, so. I say we still strike in for 6. Hey, Sheriff, how you doing? Really? Very nice. Luckily, we still have our draw engine and we can make something work, right? We'll get there eventually. Luris is fine, as long as he doesn't play a land. Okay. We'll have a big hit next turn. We still have plenty of life to survive. No attacks, 19 life, full field. I think we're fine. His Luris is in play, so he's not going to kill it. It shouldn't be a problem. I think we're fine. Hey! We have our Starrix, we have our Forerunner, and we have another draw engine. This deck has performed very well. I think my new favorite Mutate deck is just mono green, in all honesty. It's great. Yeah, the 7/7 life gain's good, right? Gingerbrute, that's fine too. May as well play our Elder Elsad, put it to 9, right? But is it going to be enough? That's what we have to figure out. Oh, he actually couldn't play his... Yeah, I think he already had played one from the grave. So, I mean... we should just Forerun in, let's be honest. Let's not beat around the bush, let's just do it. Giving everybody Vigilance and Trample is absolutely incredible. Even by gaining 8 life, I just don't think it's enough. Luris is going to have to block 2. Yeah, it's not enough. 22, 30. He's getting hit for 36 still. So the life gain takes him up to 24, and then Luris takes him to 27. It's not enough. Let's see how long it takes him to do this math. If I can do the math, anybody can do the math. Right? Trample also makes it so he can't chump block. If someone chump blocks you while you have trample, it just goes through, and all of the damage will hit that person. And he wants to kill on the symbiote. Interesting. Land's fine, trolls are cool, Beast Whisperer is also awesome, but I don't think the Forerunner is necessary to have in an opening hand. I would way rather I would way rather play our mana curve up, right, than just sit at the end and try to survive until turn 5. We have an opposing Umori in Simic Mutate, I believe. Ramping is more important. There's no way people will ever block with their Paradise Druid. You can just attack like it's not there. Maybe against the Robber of the Rich, I don't know. There's some cards that you could get. So this is actually really nice. Parcel Beast, the tap ability for Growth Spiral every turn, whew, is powerful. Let's just keep pushing up. We really need this draw engine to come through, and we'd really like this Pelt Collector to get strong enough to survive not only Umori, the Parcel Beast, but the Starrix as well. No land, that's fine. Right, it's the land ramp that's really, really bad. I'm not sure why this tapped. Oh, it was a Paradise Druid to begin with. Oh! So he gets his Starrix. We don't have removal. That's the thing. And he pulls an agent. I think this is match, game, set points, checkmate, touchdown, field goal, whatever. New lap record. Oh! Pull another one. Just 3 land? You must be so disappointed. It's not like you have one available, making it 5 total. Already has an Amori, so he can't play it. Now he's gnawing out. Good lord. Land, land, land. Gem Razor, land. Could be worse. This match is beyond over. Who can find their auspicious Starrix first, ladies and gentlemen? It's the name of the game. We have just got out a Woogud. This guy's blowing his horn right in our face. Another agent. Oh yeah, baby. Send him over. Again, he's gotta be just so disappointed with just land. I would use Parcel Beast tap just to dig, just for extra sauce. Right? Oh, no attacks. Good game. One green Shatter the Sky, please. Can you imagine casting a Shatter the Sky on this guy right now? How fun would that be? All right, you guys. Shout out to Sheriff 1890 for the gifted subs today on our live stream. If you guys want free subscription to my channel, just hang out and people be gifting. What? Thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought of Mono Green Mutate. I think it's pretty good personally. I'm probably going to play this deck into Mythic for the rest of the season. I love it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We're live on Twitch every single morning, 6 a.m. PST. If you want to support us like our boy Sheriff, you can do so on Twitch, YouTube, and Patreon. Much appreciate you guys, even if you're just investing your time and attention within my brand. I'll never be able to thank you enough. I appreciate it. Take care. Have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Peace!